Hi guys, hope you're all well. Welcome back to It's Cooking Good. So we're in December. It is the season to be jolly and eat lots. And if you're like us, you're around other people's houses and they're coming over to you. It's a really busy month and very, very sociable, which I love. But when people come here, they always ask for a Christmas lunch. So by the time I get to December the 25th, I've probably cooked 3 or 4 roast turkeys. I'm bored of it by then and we end up having roast beef. The benefit is I always have lots of leftovers. And today I'm going to be using some of those from this weekend. And I'm going to be making my leftover turkey gammon and vegetable pie. It's really, really easy and it tastes absolutely delicious and will feed the family handsomely. So let's have a look at the ingredients. So first off, the all-important leftover meat. Here I've just got a little bit of turkey and some gammon. Funny enough, that is all that's left. Everyone's been eating it for sandwiches and stuff. So I've just cubed it up into sort of bite-sized chunk with both the gammon and the turkey. I've got a good tablespoon here of whole grain mustard. You're going to want some tarragon. If you don't like tarragon, replace it with thyme or rosemary, whatever herb you like, or leave the herb out. Got some leftover cream here, which we had with a Christmas pudding, so I want to use that up as well. I had some mushrooms in the fridge, which were about to go on the turn, so I'm going to stick those in as well. I've just sliced them sort of up, or if they're slightly smaller, just in half. I've only got a little bit of leftover veg here, which is some peas and carrots. It did have Brussels sprouts in it. The kids absolutely despise them, so I've had to take them out, but we'll be using those in there. Some ready rolled Puff Pastry. No, I'm not making it myself. Buying it from the shop, much easier, much quicker. Haven't got the time. And here is some of the leftover turkey gravy that we had also. And that is it, guys. That is all you are going to need. So I'll see you over the hob and let's get cooking. Okay, guys, so the pan's just on a medium heat. What we want to start by doing is just putting a little bit of olive oil in that pan. You don't need too much, and go straight in with your meat. Obviously, what we're going to do first is just heat through, really, our filling. We know that the meat's already pre-cooked, but obviously it being turkey, it definitely needs to be heated through properly. And obviously it is going in the oven, but we just want to get all of these, all the filling really incorporated together, get it to know each other, ready to go into our pie. I'm going to go straight in now with the mushrooms as well. Let's get those out. And I'm going to cook that down for about 3 minutes, just to get those mushrooms to start to cook a little bit. Okay guys, that's had 3 minutes, so let's go in with our whole grain mustards. At the same time, I want to go in with that tarragon. Now, as I said, if you don't like tarragon, it's quite a strong flavour. I particularly like it. Use a different herb, use fresh herbs, just go with some parsley, or as I said, nothing at all. I'm putting a fair bit in there. It's probably about 1.5 teaspoons. Our leftover veggies can all go in now. That's it. And I'm just going to add a little bit of ground black pepper. I'm going to wait to add salt until it all comes together, because we've obviously got gravy going in there, which can tend to be quite salty. That gammon's in there as well. And I know when the veg was cooked, that was also cooked in salted water. So I don't want to overdo it and have my lips puckering up. So let's just stir that all around. And then we can go straight in now with our gravy. Again, if your gravy, we have quite thick gravy. If you like your pie a little bit thinner, then obviously just water it down a little bit. And then our cream, okay? And this is about, so what are they, 300 millilitres. So it's about 100 millilitres of double cream, and just stir that through. If you haven't got leftover gravy, just use some chicken stock or vegetable stock, whatever your preference. Just get that. Oh, there's all my mustard in the middle there. Let's stir it all around, get it all nice and incorporated. I mean, you could just eat this like this, to be fair, guys. This would be lovely with a bit of rice or some mashed potato. It would make a lovely meal in itself. But as a family, we do particularly like, a little bit partial to, some pastry. So there we go. Just stir that through. I'm just going to let that now come up to a simmer. So it's going to take about 2 to 3 minutes because obviously that gravy was cold. And then I'll see you over at the bench and we can start to assemble our pie. I'll see you then. Okay, so we're ready to put our pie together. I've preheated the oven, so it's on 180C fan. Okay, so I want to get ahead of the game. Let's get some of this lovely mix. I've just got a sort of small dish here because I haven't got tons. I'm just going to tip it in. Get it all in there. Spread it out. Make sure everyone's getting a nice bit of everything. Oh, fits perfectly, which is unusual for me. That's it. Get that in. Just, again, make sure it's nicely distributed like so. Just get that out of our way. I've got our pastry here. Just take it off there. And I'm literally just going to lay this over the top. I haven't actually rolled it or anything. All I've done is I've just sort of cut it to size to make sure it obviously fits our dish. And I'm just going to push it in a little bit. I'm no fancy pastry chef, but just making it just so it's got some air holes. I am going to put another little crisscross in the top as well. That's it. Like so. Get our knife, and what I want to do is just a very small hole in the top, and then I'm just going to use my knife, glide it across really gently, just letting the weight of it, the knife basically, make some little crisscrosses like so. That'll do. And I've got some egg here. Again, if you haven't got egg, you don't want to waste one and you're not going to use it for anything else, guys, just put some milk on here, be absolutely fine. Just brush it on. It's lovely dark yolk on these eggs. My wife had bought these different eggs. I've never seen them before, and they are absolutely delicious. I haven't seen eggs like this for a long time. Okay. That's it. And then just around that edge, make sure we get a nice even colour on this. And I think we are there. That's it. So, into our oven. And this is going to bake in the oven for around, I guess, 35 minutes maximum. Really, until that top is nice and golden brown, as we know we all love it. We know the filling's already cooked, so really just keep an eye on the top. As soon as it's to your liking, take it out. So I'll see you when it's done. Okay guys, we are done. It took the 35 minutes and I'm really, really happy with it. Stupid me, I didn't put a tray underneath it, so we did have some drippings that went into the oven. I will clean it up before my wife gets home, don't worry. So let's attack this. Let's get a nice chunk here. Pastry's nice and crispy. I'm glad I didn't roll the pastry. Gives you that thicker pastry, which I know my kids absolutely love. So let's do that. What I'm going to do actually is take the lid off first. Let's take that pastry off. I'll just lay it there for a second. And then we'll dig out some of our lovely filling. Oh, wow. It looks and smells amazing. Do you know what I can smell straight away is that tarragon. Let's dish some of that up. Make sure I get a bit of everything. Definitely want some of that veg. And there's plenty in here. I mean, we didn't have a lot of leftovers, but there's plenty for 4 people with what we had. And obviously, if you've got more, you can make a bigger pie. Great, that's it. And then we'll just put our lid back on there like so. Just move that out of the way. Just clean that up a little bit. Just to make it look a bit more presentable. And there we have it. Our leftover Christmas pie. All that's left for us to do is give it a try and see how we've done. Okay, hopefully it's cooled down a little bit. Let's have a go. I just want to try the filling first. as I said before, I haven't seasoned it with salt. I didn't think it would need it, but let's just check it. And it doesn't. Perfect amount of salt, actually. So, get a nice bit of that pastry. Lovely. Oh, just on that little bit, that tarragon comes through. Again, if you don't like tarragon, probably not your thing, but it tastes divine. So good. Got a bit more. All of the flavours come through. I can taste that whole grain mustard just in the background. Obviously the tarragon, as I said. The meat's coming through. And actually, I had a little bit of carrot there. Lovely. Nice little, still had a little bit of bite to it, weirdly, and it's been cooked twice, so. Very good indeed. You saw how simple that was. And the nice thing is, you can make this your own. Obviously, we're all eating different veg and stuff. Put those Brussels in there. I think they'd be really nice. But whatever veg you've got left over, I'll tell you how I have done it before as well, which does work particularly well, is with the leftover pigs and blankets. I just chop those up and chuck those in as well. It is just such a great user-upper, easy. You saw how quick it was. And trust me, it is delicious. It's one I think you'll really, really enjoy. And if you're someone who's really, really flash, then why not make your own puff pastry? I'm sure it'll be even more delicious. Guys, I really appreciate you joining me and watching through to the very, very end. If you're new to the channel and you like the content, please do consider subscribing. You can click on the watermark or the subscribe button down below. If you're an existing viewer, thank you for watching and please do like and share. If you've got a recipe you want me to cook, please do send it through. I'll put all of the details of this recipe down below as always in the description. And all that's left for me to say is, it's cooking good.